Good morning to one and all. Children, I hope you all are fine and keeping safe. So, today we are going to continue with the same lesson of your English textbook, The Adventure of the Blue Carbuncle. So, in the previous class, we have seen how Arthur Conan Doyle was talking with his friend Sherlock Holmes, who was invited on the second morning of Christmas at his home. So here he was talking about the hat and how the hat came here at his home. That means the home of Arthur Conan. So here Arthur Conan told that his friend Peterson, he was the commissioner. So when he was walking back home from his office, he found tallest man carrying a fat goose, and he was walking ahead of Peterson. So as he was going to reach the end of the street, a little knot, that means a group of people, attacked the man with the goose. So here Peterson ran to save the man. So when the group of people saw Peterson and the uniform of Peterson, they ran away. At the same time, the owner of the goose also ran away by looking at Peterson. So the owner left the hurt, dirty, already worn hat and the goose. So there was none to take. So Peterson bought the goose with him. So children, today we are going to continue from the same page, page number 6. Have a look. The lining had been of red silk, but was a good deal discolored. There was no maker's name, but as Holmes had remarked, the initial HB were scrawled upon one side. It was pierced in the brim for a hat skewer, but the elastic was missing. For the rest, it was cracked, exceedingly dusty, and spotted in several places, although there seems to have been some attempt to hide their discolored pages by smearing them with ink. So here, whatever I have read out, this is the description of the hat. Okay, so here you have a look. Hat skewer. Have you found hat skewer? The meaning of this hat skewer means an elastic band, okay, that is used to hold the hat to the wearer's head at the back of your head. Have you some of you used to wear hat? As you know, there in the back you find some belt or some elastic band. So this is known as hat skewer. So here this is described as the hat was red silk, okay, linen, but it was good, although it is very much discolored. So initial was there, and that is HB. What is initial? When you are wearing a cap or a hat, there is to be some written text, no, like HB, or some of you will have like Holland, some of you have Indian, or some of you have Adidas, this type of. So HB was the initial written there. So the hat was pierced, that means having a brim means having a hat skewer, that means having the elastic was very much loose, okay, and though there was no elastic, so the hat was loose because the elastic was missing. So for the rest, it was cracked and it was dusty, and it was there was a hole in several places. When our clothes or something used to become old, what is used to have small hole, yes or no? So that things. So have a look, the same page. I can see nothing. Tell me what you have deduced from this hat. So Sherlock told to his friend, I have not seen anything. So you tell me what you have found and interesting from this hat. So Holmes looked thoughtfully. Oh, so sorry, this was asked by Arthur to Holmes. So Holmes looked thoughtfully at the hat and he replied. What Holmes replied, you see? So the Holmes replied that the man lead a sedentary life and is quite clever. The man is middle age and his physical condition is also not good. Okay, so the man here is grey also, and he puts lime cream in it. He was rich, but before he was rich, but now he is no longer rich. Now he is poor. So Holmes had a few other such detail about the man also. So these are the details about the man. Again, there are some few details about the man. I was astounded. I must be very stupid, Holmes, for I am quite unable to follow you. For example, how did you deduce that he is clever from his head? So here, Arthur Conan told to Holmes that I am so much astonished. I am surprised that you got so much detail from this head. I am very stupid. Author told to Holmes that I am very much stupid because I am unable to find anything from this. For example, how did you notice that this man was clever? By looking this hat, I am unable to find, I don't have that much quality. So he said, he said again, well, the head is very large, so he must have some brains. So here, when this thing was said by Arthur to Holmes, Holmes replied that, see, look at the head. The head is very large, so by looking at the head, that means he has some brains. How do you know he has a gray hair and use lime cream? So here again Holmes asks to Sherlock that Cannon asks to Sherlock that how you know that the man who is wearing the hat has a gray hair and he used to wear a lime cream. Then what Holmes reply, see, there is some fine gray hair on the lining of the hat, therefore his hair must be gray. There is a fine whiff of lime from the hat and so he must use lime cream. So here Sherlock replied to Arthur that here in the hat, in the cap, you will find a gray hair, 2-3 gray hair. Suppose when we girls, especially when we used to tie hair, what is in our rubber band or in our this what do we say? In our ribbon there will be some hairs left on the rubber band, so them same thing this Sherlock told to Arthur that see here 2-3 hairs are there and these hair are gray in color, and have you find there's in this head there is some whiff of lime, have you find this lime, so he must use lime cream. So from here I can recognize his thought. Holmes had a logical explanation for each of his deduction. So Holmes, he is not saying simply, he had actual and he had the real reason so why he is saying these things. Okay, so while Sherlock Holmes and I were talking, Peterson rushed into the room. So when Arthur and Sherlock were talking, Peterson was rushing inside the room. He saw us a beautiful blue diamond that his wife had found in the goose. So here Peterson brought a blue diamond and he said, look, see here, my wife has found a blue diamond in the goose. Sherlock Holmes immediately recognized it as the beautiful gem that had recently been in the news. Holmes recalled reading about the theft. So when Sherlock Holmes looked at the diamond, so he recognized, he came to know that it was the beautiful gem that he had read in the newspaper which was lost. Okay, and so Holmes he recalled that it had been stolen from the Countess of Morcar. So this blue diamond was stolen from Countess of Morcar while she was staying at the Hotel Cosmopolitan. A plumber who had come in to set something right in the room had been accused of the theft. Ryder, an attendant at the hotel, had given evidence that he had shown the plumber in shortly before the stone went missing. The Countess was very fond of the gem and was offering £1,000 as reward for its recovery. So here when the Countess come to stay in the hotel, at that time a plumber who came to repair in the room, he took the gem, blue diamond gem. So this was noticed by whom? By the attendant of the hotel. So that attendant told to the countess. So the countess was very much fond of the gem. So she said that she is going to offer £1,000 whoever got the gem. You see it, Watson, our little dedication have suddenly assumed a much more important and less innocent aspect, said Holmes thoughtfully. So Holmes said to his friend Watson that, see, with our little hard work, we have assumed so many things, and an important innocent aspect also important thing. The question for us to solve now is the sequence of events leading from a rifled jewel case at one end to the crop of a goose in Turtle Court Road at the other. So here, a rifle means stolen, crop means here appearance. So here Holmes told to Arthur that now overall for us is to find out how the diamond, the blue diamond came into the stomach of the goose. So who theft and who is the theft? The first step Holmes took was to place the following advertisement in the paper. So here now the first thing what Holmes will do is he will put an advertisement in the paper. So how and what is the advertisement? Let's have a look. Found at the corner of Gold Street, a goose and a black felt hat. Mr. Harry Baker can have the same by applying at 6:30 this evening at 221B Baker Street. So very clever. What he have written? He have written that he had found a goose and a black black felt hat, and in that hat it is initially HB, that means Henry Becker. So anyone who is the owner of the things that we have found, you can come at 6:30 and you can pick up from 22 1B, that is from the Baker Street. So he advertised this in the newspaper. This brought Baker to Holmes, and after a little conversation, so what happened, this brought Baker's to Holmes, and he found after a little conversation, so it became quite clear to us that he was innocent. So Holmes gave him a fine goose to replace the one he lost and sent him off very happy and contented. So Holmes find out that the one who came to pick up the hat and the goose was very innocent man. He was not the theft. So what Holmes did, he replaced the goose and he gave the new one to him and sent him away. So the next step was to trace the seller of the goose. So the next step was to... So dear children, without going much into the details, I will tell you the story in a gist. So here at the end, what happened? So the theft was the one who the thief was, the diamond gem who theft was the attendant. Okay, so the attendant theft the diamond and he want to visit his friend, his sister. So he took and he kept that things, that the goose and the gem with his sister, and when he was taking the goose back from his sister, he took the wrong goose. So here they found out that the one who theft the goose was not the man who brought the goose, but the one who is the attendant at the hotel. So today we complete our lesson. I hope you are clear enough with the explanation. Please go through the lesson and read the lesson. Thank you.